To effect certain changes to the city's master salary schedule in conformance with Title II of the California Code of Regulations. Presentation by Carrie Haines.
Hello.
Again.
Okay. I'll make this one quick. City Council establishes a basic compensation plan for city employees in all classifications of employment. Title II, California Code Regulations, Section 570.5 requires listing of all pay rates on a publicly available master salary schedule adopted and approved by Council. The following changes have been made to the salary schedule. Cost of living salary adjustments to reflect adopted MOUs and employment resolutions for applicable units effective 7/1/2024. Hourly rate adjustments to the part-time classifications of firefighter trainee, firefighter paramedic trainee, and police recruit effective 7/1/2024. And there's no fiscal impact to adopting the salary schedule. Alternative 1 is to adopt the salary schedule and changes to the city's master schedule. And 2, do not adopt the resolution and provide direction to staff. And staff recommends alternative number 1. And I'm available for any questions you may have.
Any questions for our HR Director? If not, do I hear a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion by Councilmember Constantine. Second?
I'll second.
Second by Councilmember Canine. Mr. Clerk, will you call for the vote?
All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
All right. Number 15, city's voluntary participation in the voluntary rate range IGT program. Authorize the city manager and/or fire chief to execute the intergovernmental agreement regarding transfer of public funds between the California Department of Healthcare Services. Presentation by Tim Saiki, our Fire Department Battalion Chief. Welcome, Chief.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council, for this opportunity. I'm here to present a program similar to previous programs we presented specifically for our ambulance program. So there's a lot to this, but I'm going to give you the gist, and then I'll give the opportunity to ask questions after. So in a nutshell, the program we're talking about is called the Voluntary Rate Range Program. It's a program offered by the California Department of Healthcare Services to collect uncompensated costs for services provided, in this case specifically to CalOptima patients who are Medi-Cal patients. CalOptima is the Orange County arm of Medi-Cal. Just for context, calendar year 23, which is this is referring to, about 13% of the charges that we or 13% of the charges that we charged the Medi-Cal patients were received. So that was around $864,000 was charged. We only were paid for $115,000. This is a lot of verbiage here. So essentially, this explains the process of where the money is determined and how that total cost is determined. But essentially, it's an intergovernmental transfer program where the state leverages non-federal funds that come from us or funding entities to pull down providers. Explain that later if you have questions of the specific process about that. But it's essentially leveraging federal funds to reimburse the city for services provided that are uncompensated. So just as the other program that we're involved is, or actually this program is voluntary. So the city can voluntarily participate. We were invited to participate in this program by the Department of Healthcare Services in coordination with CalOptima in Orange County. It is not guaranteed that there's no contractual guarantee. There's 2 contracts that I'll go over briefly that will be reimbursed for this money. However, CalOptima has participated in this program for 12 years, and it has always received a net revenue. Specifically, fire departments that have been in this program, Newport Beach has been in it for 8 years. All 8 years they've recovered the costs. Same with Orange City, about 7 years. Huntington Beach joined last year and received net revenue. Just to go over the financials and what the ask is. So The city's contribution, estimated contribution to the program is almost $780,000. DHCS has an assessment fee of 20%, which is $155,000. Total amount that the city will contribute into this program is $935,000. When the money goes up and gets matched in the federal match, the total amount coming back to Fountain Valley will be $2,352,283, and if you subtract the initial contribution of $935,000, the net revenue or cost recovery to the city is going to be around $1.4 million. So again, these are cost recovery for services provided for CalOptima patients specifically, and help supplement the funds that they don't pay us originally. So the alternatives to this, there's a couple things that have to happen. Number one, the city, we're asking for approval to participate in the program. Number two, there's a contract for the transfer of funds to the state, to the Department of Healthcare Services, DHCS. There's a contract with CalOptima for the transfer of money back to the city. And then there's the authorization to appropriate the $935,000 to the general fund to fund this program, and also to create a revenue item for the ambulance program budget, specifically for this VRRP IGT program. The second alternative is to not approve this and not participate. So we recommend alternative number one. I know I kind of briefly went over everything, but I'd be happy to answer any specific questions you have about the program.
Well, I believe that Chief McQuaid has met with all of council individually and gone in depth through this program, and it looks like it's a very advantageous program for the city. So I don't know, does anybody else have any questions at this point? Councilmember Harper?
Yeah, I have a question. So how does the paramedic membership factor into this, if at all?
So the paramedic membership is specifically for the members in the city to not have to pay for insurance-related costs above what insurance pays. So when we bill our members for the ambulance ride, insurance pays us a certain amount, CalOptima pays us a certain amount, and then on top of that, the city will try to recover any additional that are unpaid by insurance, whether it's private or Medicare or CalOptima. So the paramedic subscription just allows the city to not collect it by paying that annual fee. It's an insurance program with the city, essentially, to not pay any uncollected balance. So the city will just accept what the insurance pays. It's not really involved in this specifically. This is involved with CalOptima.
I should step up to the mic, please, sir.
Mayor, Patrick Harper, council member. That particular program, the paramedic subscription program, when it comes to Medi-Cal patients, we can't balance bill them in any way. So it's specifically ID'd on the program itself. So most people that are Medi-Cal will not participate in our program anyhow, because we can't balance bill them out. We get what the state provides in the program, and that's it. So generally in the past, that was $120, no matter what we billed them. So it's kind of a separate program. That's why they have these IGT programs to make up for that loss. That helps.
Any other questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Yes, I make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Councilmember Constantine, second.
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor Bowie. Mr. Clerk, call for the vote, please.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
those opposed?
Thank you,
Motion-
Chief.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay.
Yeah,